Growing up, I was told to eat foods with lots of colors, lots of vegetables, herbs, greens, and lots of fruits. And I can't stress more about the importance of eating a balanced diet, incorporating foods with lots of colors. I think back to memories of being a child and when my mom used to cook and I get to the dinner table and there's abundance of food on the table and it's always very colorful. So today I'm going to be making a dish called Penne alla Norma, which basically means eggplant pasta in Italian. Now let's get started. I've got a beautiful piece of eggplant here. I'm going to chop that up. Now, eggplant is one of those beautiful vegetables that I think is quite underutilized, and you can use in so many different ways. You can roast them, you can grill them, you can marinate them, you can even fry them. But I'm just going to be using them in a sauce. So what I want to do is cut them into cubes, like so. And you want to cut them into sort of like similar sizes so that it cooks evenly. So we're going to chop that up. And the last bit, okay. We've got some beautiful plump Roma tomatoes here. You can use any kind. You can use cherry tomatoes even. I think they just provide this beautiful acidity and just works delicious. It's like a perfect marriage. Eggplant and tomatoes, you can't go wrong. So just gonna cut them into smaller pieces, about the same size as the eggplant. Now I'm gonna add in some organic extra virgin olive oil, which is so good for you. So just a good glug, because you want to make this the base of your sauce, so you need to get a little bit in there to get it going. I'm going to add in all that beautiful eggplant that I've chopped up. And you can start to see it's already sizzling. And I get the tomatoes in as well. And you can see it's already so beautiful and colorful, and I haven't really done anything really apart from chopping up some eggplants and tomato. Just give that a good stir. That's just gonna cook out for a little while, and you wanna get that quite soft and mushy. Now in the meantime, I'm going to cook my pasta. So I've got a pot of boiling water here. And what you wanna do is season the water with lots and lots of salt. Now the Italians say it has to be the taste of seawater. I'm gonna be using this quinoa rice penne here today. For those of you who don't know what quinoa is, it's actually an ancient grain, so it's really good for you. It's low in GI, it's got lots and lots of fiber, and it really is a really good alternative as a complex carb. So I'm gonna add the whole packet into the water, and that should take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Now you wanna make sure that your water is boiling at all times, so I'm just gonna leave that on high and let it do its thing. Now back to the sauce, we're just gonna give it a good check. Make sure that it's, starting to break down. Now I'm gonna add in my FODMAP for you slow roasted vegetable sauce. Now it's got loads of vegetables in here, and I think it's a really good alternative for people with a FODMAP diet. So I'm gonna add this all in. It smells delicious already. And just one more packet. Now the best part about this is there's no onions or garlic or FODMAP unfriendly vegetables. So that goes in. Now give that a stir, because you want to mix that through, and you want to make sure that the eggplant and the tomatoes that I've chopped up is fully incorporated into the sauce. And I just want that eggplant and tomato to really cook down and become like the base of the sauce as well. Okay, this looks great, and I'm gonna add in about half a cup of olives and also some chili for some heat. And I'm adding in the olives because when you're cooking for FODMAP diets, you can't have any garlic or onions, so I think the olives is a good alternative, and it gives it a good flavor as well. That saltiness and brine that you get really incorporates well with this dish. Chop up some chilies, and we're just gonna add it in to the pasta sauce. Give that another stir. Now that's coming together. I look inside and there's really lots of different colors in there. It's really colorful. It looks so beautiful and vibrant. I'm just gonna pop the lid on, and I'm gonna let that simmer, and I just want the eggplant and the tomato to cook down, and it should take about 10 to 15 minutes or so. Reds, yellows, and greens. Try and incorporate all these beautiful colors into your diet. It's one small change that you can make to have a balanced diet and ensure your body gets all the nutrients it needs. Okay, it's smelling good. My sauce is nearly ready. Now we're gonna give that a good stir. And at this point, I'm just gonna add in a little bit of salt, just for some flavor. Now, that should be almost done. Turn the heat down, and I'm gonna check on my pasta. That's perfect. It's al dente, which basically means there's a little bit of a bite left. So I'm just gonna drain the pasta into a colander. And then I'm just gonna add it to my pasta sauce. All that beautiful color, and mix that through. Mix the sauce in with the pasta. And you wanna make sure that it gets right in there. And the reason why I'm using penne is because it's got this little hole in the middle, like it's hollow in the middle, so it absorbs all that sauce and the beautiful flavors as well. How good does that look already? Now, I'm looking in the pan and I'm already seeing white colors from the pasta and the red from the sauce. I think I'm gonna add in some basil and parsley to give it that green, because then it's the color of the Italian flag. Okay, so chop that up, not too fine. You want it a little bit chunky, nice vibrant herbs that will go in all over the top. That looks beautiful. Now we're almost ready to serve. Give that a good stir. And I can turn the heat off now. Now time to plate up. I'm gonna get that into a bowl. Now you want to make sure you've got enough pasta to sauce ratio. Now this is really important because often you find when you get pasta you don't have enough sauce, and that's just not fun. That looks so delicious, so healthy. I'm going to top up with some vegan parmesan right over the top. Now here you go. Penne alla Norma. The best part is it's FODMAP friendly and it's got the beautiful colors of Italy.